Ladies and gentlemen, we have another fucking mock draft. Yo, what's up, boys? Today I'm just gonna be doing a standard 12 team PPR mock draft. I'm gonna be using the draft simulator on Fantasy Pros. I haven't done this yet with the simulator. I usually just draft against randoms that are sitting in the lobbies, but I feel like this will get the videos out faster. I don't have Murad and Mario on this one. They're uh, they're busy with work and stuff like that, but I mean, the season's in 5 days. I'm going to try to get as much content out for you guys as possible. So I'm just going to start the draft, honestly. I put my draft pick as randomized, so I don't really know what pick I'm going to get. I got number one, so it makes my decision pretty easy. But I don't think the number one pick's as easy as everyone's making it this year. Like, obviously, most people are going to go McCaffrey. That's obvious. He had a great season last year, but I just feel like Barkley's going to completely eat this season. I think that offense can be a lot better. I mean, I am a Giants fan, so I might be a little biased here, but yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go McCaffrey just for the sake of the video. It's what 99% of people are going, but in my opinion, if you go Barkley at one, I wouldn't judge you. Honestly, I'm a huge Barkley guy, but there's no timer on this. I'm gonna try to get in depth a little bit with the picks. So I mean, uh, it starts pretty standard. I mean, it actually went Michael Thomas before Dalvin Cook. That's a little surprising, but I mean, I'd probably do the same. So we see some guys coming off like Eckler. He came off a little earlier than his ADPs going out. We took McCaffrey at one. We pretty much lock up our RB1 there. We'll see what running backs are on the board. That's the thing about the number one overall pick, guys. I mean, there are some studs you can get at RB2, but I feel like the running back class this year is just way thinner than it's ever been. So, I mean, I'm not going to go running back here because I do think the guy I think he'll be there in the next round. But yeah, let me see. I mean, I have the double pick here, so I'm probably going to go running back. But there's some stud wideouts here. I'm probably going to double up on wideout here. Yeah, I love Kenny Galladay this year. The dude's an absolute stud. If Matt Stafford stays healthy, he should be putting up wide receiver one numbers pretty much every single week. DJ Moore's really good. I'll think about Patrick Mahomes here, but I feel like I could just get a quarterback of the same value later. So I'll probably just go, yeah, I'll go DJ Moore here. I think that's a pretty decent start there. It should tell me if I would have been able to. I mean, I'm not going to be able to get these guys on my next pick, but if you do pick somebody who would have been there, it will let you know and it'll call you out on it. So that's pretty cool. I have another double pick, and actually both the running backs I like this year are here. I think I might double up on them and take them both. I'm surprised they fell this deep, honestly. And just so you guys know, we're not drafting against real people. This is the draft simulator on Fantasy Pros. It's actually pretty useful if you want to get like where you want to draft from. If you want to do, try the fourth spot, seventh spot, maybe you're in your multiple leagues, you want to try different stuff. It is pretty helpful. But yeah, I'm just going David Johnson, Le'Veon Bell here. I love both of them this year. A lot of people are down on Bell. I understand why, but I just feel like you look at Bell. Bell's probably not going to get as many touches as he did last year, but I don't think he's going to be as bad with his touches. So I feel like if he gets at least near the touches he got last year, and you add that on with just him being a little bit more efficient, he's going to give you RB2 numbers. That's where he's being drafted. A lot of these guys are calling him bust. I could see why you would maybe not want to bank on him, but I just feel like where you can get him, he's just way too valuable. Like, I'm drafting Le'Veon Bell at the beginning of the fifth round. He's probably not the running back he once was, but he doesn't need to be if you're getting him in the fifth round. So let's look at our roster real quick. So I think we start off with a beautiful draft. We get Christian McCaffrey, Le'Veon Bell. I think our wide receiver. I think we have a 1 and a 2 there, possibly 2 ones, probably not, but they have upside there, and we have David Johnson. So if Le'Veon Bell does bust, we have David Johnson as our backup. I think David Johnson's gonna have a really big year, though. I think he's heavily slept on in these leagues. So who else we got? All right, so I'm probably gonna go. Let's look at what QBs are available. Deshaun Watson's not there. When did he go off? Yeah, he went off. Evan Ingram's off the board too. I'm gonna have to go wide out here. Yeah, I mean Diggs is a no-brainer. Diggs is in a really good situation. I'm excited to see where Diggs have him. Yeah, it just told me I got a value pick too. They're ranking him at 58 overall. I got him 72nd overall. That's a really good spot to take Diggs. I think we're doing pretty solid for the number one overall pick. Usually, when you get that first pick, you got a stud in McCaffrey, but then, you're kind of scrambling for the other guys. But I do think we're doing a little solid. I'm trying to think who we can go here. Any good tight ends on the board? Yeah, I like Tyler Higbee, but this is a little too early for him in the 7th, I think. Because, yeah, I feel like I do like Higbee's upside, I'm not going to lie, but I feel like you got guys like Hooper. I think Gesicki's going to take a leap this year. There's even guys like Chris Herndon who are going to be available later in the draft. I can't really justify taking it here. I'm not going to go quarterback because I think we can get Daniel Jones later, probably on our next double pick. So I'm going to be banking on that. How many QBs came off the board so far? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 quarterbacks, 9 quarterbacks, 10 quarterbacks out of the 12 teams already picked. So I highly doubt it's going to be picking quarterbacks. I think we're going to get some good value later in the rounds. So I got to break this down for a second. I think we go Julian. I like Michael Gallup, especially with the reports about Amari Cooper possibly re-aggravating that quad. So I think Gallup's going to get a bunch of touches, but I'm going to go Edelman. He's getting up there in age, but every year, there's a knock on him, and he just continues to produce with the amount of targets he gets. I just feel like he's a really good value pick down here. I wish Robert Woods would have fell to us. But, yeah, I think a lot of people are starting to realize how, just how effective Robert Woods actually is going to be this year. So, we have, obviously, our next double pick. And, yeah, Higbee falls to us here, so it was smart to wait on Higbee there. They actually have him under Hunter Henry. That's a little weird. But, yeah, I think we absolutely go Higbee here. We lock ourselves in a tight end. We don't have a QB yet. Let's look at our roster real quick. We locked up our running back position. We got depth there with David Johnson. I think we're stacked at wide out, honestly. Kenny Golladay, DJ Moore, Stephon Diggs, Julian Edelman. Those are all guys you could probably put in your weekly lineup and feel confident about it, I think. We'll look at QBs quick. Yeah, like Cam Newton still hasn't come off the board. Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers. I really like Daniel Jones this year. Obviously, my bias with being a Giants fan, but I really like Daniel Jones this year. I think he's going to break out, honestly. I don't know how people have him ranked as the 239th. I mean, that's the worst possible ranking somebody has him at. But, yeah, I mean, if you started Daniel Jones last year, you were happy with it. I don't see him taking a step back this year, especially with, what did he have, 12 fumbles last year? That number is probably going to go down. I'd bet on that. So, yeah, let's just look real quick. We have Adrian Peterson did just get released. So, I do think Antonio Gibson's value should be going up a lot in the drafts. I'm not going to take him here, though. I don't really feel that confident in him to take him in the 9th. I mean, if he falls to you somewhere in the 10th, 11th, I think you got to take him. But, yeah, I don't think. This is a tough decision, actually. Gibson's there. I like Gibson, but his ADP's 139 prior to the AP news. But, I don't know. I don't like him here. We already have ourselves a tight end. We already said we're probably going to go Daniel Jones later. The draft gets really thin around this point, and I think this is pretty much where you just take your flyer, guys. Let's see if Henry Ruggs is... Can we search him? I would assume Ruggs is available here. I don't know if he got taken, though. Yeah, he got taken 2 picks before that. Wow. Yeah, a lot of people aren't sleeping on Ruggs no more. I was getting him in my main league. I think we drafted 2 weeks ago. I got him, in the 12th round. So, yeah, a lot of people are realizing just how good Ruggs probably is. Honestly, I think I'm just going to go best available player here. I'm thinking there's got to be a reason why they let AP go. I'm just going to go Antonio Gibson. Let's speed this up a little bit. Yeah, so his new ranking, Antonio Gibson, they have him at 81. I picked him at 97. So that would be another value pick. What I'm realizing is at the end of the day, guys, people are going to fall no matter if you like the guy or not. There's always going to be, people that are falling low in these drafts, especially the ninth and the 10th round. That's really where you win your draft, mostly. You win your league. So, Drew Brees is still on the board, huh? I don't want to take Daniel Jones yet because every other team's drafted a quarterback. Let me think about this for a second. Hunter Henry's a stud. Hayden Hurst. We already have our tight end, though. There's a lot of QBs and running backs on the board. I think here I'm going to take Alexander Madison. I think Madison, if you target him in the 10th and 11th round, that's going to be great value there because, Dalvin Cook's not holding out currently, but his contract situation, with COVID going around and stuff, these guys are probably going to be asked to step in at some point. I think you got to take these handcuffs while you can. I can't believe Drew Brees is here this late. Yeah, I'm going to take Drew Brees here. He's falling really hard. I don't know why he's still available. I think it's because the quarterbacks went so early. There's by the 6th round, there's 8, 9 quarterbacks taken. So we get Drew Brees in the 12th round, sorry. That's an absolutely great pick. Great value. All right, let's take a look at our roster real quick. We'll break it down. So we got 3 picks left. We need a defense. We need a kicker, so we got to go with them here. Let's look at what we got available at kicker. Probably not the best guys left, if I had to assume. Never mind, not one kicker has been taken yet. So we're drafting in the 12th spot, so unfortunately, we're probably going to have to take a kicker. The thing is with kickers this year is, Bucker and Tucker, they're obviously in high-scoring electric offenses, but these guys, they got Mahomes and Lamar, probably easily the 2 best quarterbacks in the league. These guys just score touchdown after touchdown. So there's going to be weeks where these guys are kicking 4 extra points in a field goal. They're not going to really have to show off their leg. So I think we just go. Well, this is tough, especially because there's only 14 picks. So I have 1 pick here and this double pick. So I at least have to go one of the 2 kickers or defenses. I think defenses, the Steelers look great this year, the Ravens, but I'm a big fan of just streaming defenses. I don't think obviously you got to take at least one in your draft, but I wouldn't stress over it. If you have a guy there and you like him, you can always wait on that defense. Draft the defense in, the 15th, 16th round. But kicker-wise, I think I'm going to go Bucker. Yeah, I'll go Harrison Bucker here. You get the kicker from the best guy in the league. They're going to score a lot of touchdowns, so don't be surprised if you do take Bucker. There's going to be a lot. I had him last year. There's going to be a lot of weeks where he's just, he's kicking 4 extra points in a week or 6 extra points. I think last year he had 1 game with 6 extra points. It was absolutely ridiculous. He dropped me 6 points, kicking 6 extra points. It's just, there's going to be weeks like that. You got to be prepared for that. But we have our double pick. We have our last pick, so let's look at our roster real quick. We have Drew Brees. We got to get a backup QB here. Daniel Jones is still available. I'm pretty sure. No, actually, no, he went off. I'm sorry. I thought he was still on. Yeah, so Daniel Jones went off the board. He actually just went off the board 8 picks before our pick, so that's a little unfortunate. But, yeah, I'm not going to go backup quarterback because I thought Jones was still on the board. He's not. These running backs are good. A.J. Dillon's a good guy. You can target this late in the round. They're talking about backfield by committee. So I think you definitely need to target guys like that. Because, they're not going to give you immediate value, but at the end of the day, it's going to be my 12th, my 144th overall pick. So, these guys mostly are going to probably be dropped by week 1. So, not week 1, but most of these guys you're drafting in the later rounds, you're just basically taking flyers on them. They're not all going to hit, that's fine. But, you're not drafting them to hit. You're drafting them for value. Maybe trade bait later in the round, But we'll look at what defenses are left here. I thought the Bears defense was going to fall to us. Let's see where it went. Did it go recent? Wow, Minnesota went in the 14th round. That's crazy. Minnesota stacked on defense. Yeah, Chicago went around before, so that's a little unfortunate. But so the Titans are ranked really low. I I don't know if the Titans should be put in tier 4 defenses. I mean, they got a great run game with Derrick Henry. You know, that defense, I mean, they don't have the best offense, granted, but I mean, they showed they can run the ball. Even when you know they're going to run the ball, they can still run it. So that defense shouldn't be on the field a whole lot. They should be playing, you know, to bleed the clock, low-scoring games. I like the Tennessee Titans defense, especially you're getting in the last pick of the 14th round. That's absolutely ridiculous. All right, so yeah, we got a 94 out of 100 on our draft. That's not that bad, honestly. This is, just so you guys know, just to clarify again, this is the mock draft simulator. So they're basically drafting players off obviously what the team needs, and like I think they take all the expert rankings from different ESPN, Yahoo, all that, and they just go into the next, you know. They just congregate all that. But you know, let's look at our guys. We look at our team. Drew Brees. We got Drew Brees in the 12th round. That was an absolute steal for us. Christian McCaffrey at running back. That's absolutely beautiful. Le'Veon Bell is an RB2. It's a little risky, but I mean, I got him at 412. So I mean, I think we can all agree if you're getting Le'Veon Bell at 412, that you'll take the risk on the guy. You can still win your, even if he doesn't pan out, he'll at least give you flex value, I feel like. Kenny Golladay. I'm high on Kenny Golladay this year. He's if Matt Stafford's healthy, Kenny Golladay should finish as a top 10 wide receiver. When Matt Stafford goes out, I think his value drops a little, but no matter what, he's starting as a wide receiver too for me. I'm confident in that. DJ Moore, I mean, they have Teddy Bridgewater there, not a huge arm. He's not the quarterback he once was. It's a shame. He used to be a stud, but Kenny Galladay's not. I mean, DJ Moore's not too bad of a pick. Tyler Higbee. Higbee's another risk. I think Higbee's a double-edged sword this year. When you look at Higbee, you look at, all right, if they're going to run 12 personnel, Higbee's going to be a stud. He's easily a wide receiver 1. You'll start with confidence. Excuse me, guys. He's easily a tight end 1. You're going to start him with confidence every single week. But, you know, if they don't run 12 personnel, Gerald Everett gets a little involved to the offense. That's when Higbee gets a little risky. You might not want to start him every week. Titans defense, not great. We got it in the last round, though. I'll take that in the last round. Harrison Butker. He's in the best offense in the league. We'll take it. I like David Johnson. I think David Johnson's actually my sleeper of the year this year. Because when you look at him, he's... Excuse me, guys. My phone went off. But when you look at David Johnson, he's not too many years removed from close to 1,000 season. Granted, he's probably not the same back he was when he was putting up those numbers, but... I mean, we know how stubborn Bill O'Brien is. At the end of the day, he gave up DeAndre Hopkins for him. So... Excuse me. Even if David Johnson's not the guy he was, he's going to get the touches. And based off touches alone, he should be mid-range RB2 value. Stephon Diggs. I'm high on Stephon Diggs this year. A lot of guys are low on him. I don't know why. I'm trying to be objective in it and see it through other people's eyes. But, I mean, guys, Stephon Diggs, you know. And this is his first year with granted he has a new quarterback. He's not in the highest scoring offense, but, I mean, dude, his quarterback's got an absolute cannon. This guy's uncoverable. I think people are a little too low on him this year. Edelman's a safe pick. Edelman's probably not going to finish top 10, what he did last year. You know, he doesn't have Brady. He's probably going to take a step back, but based off targets alone, again, if they're going to get the ball thrown at him, I'll take risk on him. That's pretty much how I look at it. Especially Julian Edelman. He's been in the league a long time, knows the deal. Antonio Gibson. I didn't really like Gibson in our previous episode. If you guys watched that, I called him a gadget guy. But, I mean, they released Adrian Peterson. They got to have high hopes for the kid. I think Bryce Love will probably be involved a lot, honestly. But, yeah. Antonio Gibson. I'll show you guys where we got him if it lets me do it after. I'll click the projected standings after this too, but Madison's probably the best handcuff in the league you can get. If Dalvin Cook goes down for any reason, he's not with the team, whatever it is, Alexander Madison, in my opinion, is immediately in the running back 1 discussion. You got to look at him as that. A.J. Dillon, I mean, he's probably not going to take Aaron Jones' job, but there's a few weeks. He'll probably have what Jamal Williams had last year. If you need a running back, you need to stick a guy at the flex. Jamal Williams got it done some weeks. Some weeks he put up 15, 21. I started him 1 week last year. The week he got hurt, actually, he dropped me 1 point. So there's risk with these guys. But, I mean, if you draft safe in the 15th round, you're probably not drafting to win your league. So let's look at projected standings. All right, so it has me finishing. Based off my overall team, it says I have the best team. I beat the second best team by 4 points. That's not too bad, honestly. Starters wise, I'm third. What's this? All right. Starters wise, I'm third. So I don't really know how that works. But and then our bench is the second best. Let's look at draft analysis. I don't have the premium feature. Never mind. All right, so let's look at the final draft board. We got, So yeah, we got Le'Veon at the end of round 4, coming back to us on the snake. Excuse me, guys. So yeah, we got Le'Veon Bell coming back to us on round 4. We double picked with David Johnson. I think that's a great double pick. You get 2 pretty much lottery ticket running backs who I think they have safe floors, and I think they got way more room to just explode this year. Stephon Diggs in the 6th round, I think that's really good value. I can't believe he's there. I know it's the draft simulator, so obviously it's not real people you're drafting with, but I don't see how people are taking guys like DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett over Stephon Diggs. Granted, they're good receivers, but just offense-wise alone, Stephon Diggs, man, I think people are really, really low on him this year. I think he's going to turn a lot of heads. Julian Edelman's Julian Edelman. You know where you're getting with him. Tyler Higbee, like I said, it's a little rough there. It's hard. But yeah, we got him in the 8th, Gibson in the 9th, Madison 10th, Drew Brees 11th, Bucker 12th, A.J. Dillon 13th, Tennessee Titans defense 14th. Yeah, so basically I'm going to be doing more of these, hopefully with the boys. Rod and Mario aren't on today. They have work, but I'm going to be trying to do it from different spots. This episode I did the one. I randomized it, so that was, pure luck, but I'm going to be trying to do it from the 5th spot. We did our first group mock draft. I had the 7th pick, and then Murad and Moo and Mario did it from the 11th and the 12th. So we've done 11 and 12. I'll probably the next time I do this, I'll probably do the 3rd or the 4th. I'm going to get the boys on, so we'll be able to clear 3 picks in one video. I think it's a lot more insightful when we do it like that. But yeah, it's not too bad of a draft. We got a 94 out of 100. We showed the team rosters. It's not bad. Let's look at some of these other teams. Yeah, the simulator is not too bad, honestly. This, never mind. Let me not speak too soon. This team went Woods and Cooper Kupp. I don't know about drafting 2 wideouts from the same team that high, but yeah, other than that, guys, that's pretty much it for today. Just trying to show you guys a mock draft. We're going to be getting a lot of content soon, so if you guys like it, let us know what you guys want us to do. We're all pretty new to this, so if you guys got any, constructive criticism, whatever, just put it in the comments, guys. We'll bring out whatever you guys want us to do at the end of the day. We're all fantasy addicts. We got 5 days to the season, thank God. So we got 5 days to put out as much mock drafts as we can. During the season, we'll still be doing player rankings, who you guys should pick up and whatnot, but yeah, that's pretty much it for today, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. Have a good day.